All right, y'all, we are back with another video and say it ain't so. We are back with this one. This one is coming from Doug. I will leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go show Doug some love. He said that Judge Cannon beats Jack Smith with delays for Trump 2024 win. Shout out to Judge Cannon. She's about the only one that's being kind of fair with Donald Trump, because the rest of these other judges, like Judge Engoron, Judge Kaplan, all these other judges, they are against Donald Trump. They don't like him. You know what I'm saying? They don't like him at all. And then you got Fani Willis, you got Jack Smith trying to convince these judges for these speedy trials, because it's getting closer to election and they don't want Donald Trump to get reelected. So they just basically throwing everything they can at the wall to see where to stick to get Donald Trump knocked off ballots and all type of stuff. They mad because he just won Iowa, and I feel like Trump is finna go ahead and win New Hampshire as well. So it seems like Judge Cannon, she ain't going for Jack Smith crap. She finna attack him yet again and let him know you ain't finna rush me, and I'm finna delay this again for Donald Trump. And that's why Jack Smith is pissed off at this judge. And we all love it when Jack Smith is pissed off when he can't get his way, because all he's trying to do is get Donald Trump locked up, and ain't none of us going for it. We ain't going for it. Forget Jack Smith. So shout out to Judge Cannon. We finna check out what she had to say to him, because last time she wasn't playing with him. She let him know. But like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. And shout out to the one that always watches the entire video. When you do that, YouTube will share it so more people can see my reaction. And that right there is what helped the channel grow. So y'all please hit that like button so more people can see this video and more people can see how Jack Smith is constantly making a fool out of himself, trying to convince the judge what she should do. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it, and let's see exactly what happened.
There are two places Trump has to beat the bad guys before the election.
Yep.
He has to beat them on The View. That's in popular culture. And he has to beat them in court.
Yep.
That is the alternate way that the Democrats are hoping to beat him before the election. They are not going to beat him in court. But I am going to document their loss over time. And here's another one that is going to give Trump everything he needs to win that Mar-a-Lago case. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. I'm a barely literate comic book artist talking about the news as entertainment, and it is fun. I hope you'll join our community by subscribing. Okay, here's the headlines. NBC News: judge in Trump election interference case declines to hold special counsel Jack Smith in contempt. Now, we already knew this wasn't going to stick. Trump went to Judge Chutkan in Washington, D.C. and said, please hold Jack Smith in contempt. Duh, she's not going to poop where she eats. Here's the raw story. Judge Tanya Chutkan denies Trump's demand that Jack Smith be held in contempt of court. But I do think it's funny. And I do think you have to rack up a lot of these motions so that if time after time they go against Trump and for Jack Smith, it makes his case easier to appeal by showing unfairness. And then here's Newsweek. Donald Trump to take advantage of Jack Smith's failures, says attorney. Donald Trump will use motions he is due to file in his classified documents case to take advantage of the prosecutor's failure. What did he fail? To force him to disclose his defense, an attorney has said. We're going to get to more of that at the very end of this video. In June of 2023, Trump was charged with retaining national defense information, including U.S. nuclear codes and plans for military retaliation in the event of an attack, and obstructing the government's efforts to retrieve them. Prosecutors have said Trump took documents that he was no longer authorized to have after leaving the White House in January 2021 and resisted repeated requests by the federal offices to return them all. By the way, it wasn't so much that he had them that he got in trouble. It was his failure to return them all that they got him on in the end. Last week, Judge Aileen Cannon, who is presiding over the case, denied special counsel Jack Smith's request to force the former president to disclose whether he will rely on advice of counsel defense in the trial. He'd have to expose stuff if he did reveal it. They're taking their time, slow walking the answer a couple of months, which is all the time Trump needs for the delay.
Yep.
This is a defense that argues innocence on the basis of relying in good faith on advice his lawyer gave him that he was entitled to keep the classified documents. Writing on the Substack blog, Joyce Vance, a former U.S. attorney in Alabama, said these motions will provide an opportunity for Trump to object to the way Smith has handled discovery. Remember, this also ties to his other forms of discovery of trying to get Trump's Twitter direct messages. Vance wrote, this is his opportunity to object to the way Smith has handled discovery, and he will likely take full advantage of it. Expect lots of outrage over Smith's failures when the judge rules and her practice seems to be brief. Notional, quote, minute orders on the docket. We may get some sense of whether the case is still on track for May, and the delay looks like it's in because so far Aileen Cannon's not giving them what they want. The trial is scheduled for May 20th, but the Republican has sought to delay all his cases until after the 2024 presidential election. If Trump, the GOP frontrunner, wins the election, he can seek to drop the charges in his cases. Presidential immunity. Judge Cannon has pushed back multiple deadlines and signaled that she would be open to revisiting the trial date during a pre-trial conference set for March, because there's no way they can seat all of the juries and all the lawyers and do all the research they need by then.
Right.
Vance added that Trump is delaying providing notice of his intent to use advice of counsel defense because if he does, he will have to disclose communications with his attorney to the government. So he's just trying to slow walk that answer so he doesn't have to disclose what he has said to his attorney, which becomes part of the entire case. And now here's from Slatus magazine. Judge Aileen Cannon is quietly sabotaging the Trump classified documents case. Good girl.
Good.
Cannon's new ruling rejected special counsel Jack Smith's entirely standard request, I don't believe it's entirely standard, that she ordered Trump to state whether he intends to rely on an advice of counsel defense ahead of the trial, currently scheduled for May 20th. And I'm telling you, on this tiny legal speck, this whole case can hinge upon. That's one mistake of Jack Smith not pressing this early on to get this answer. Advance notice of the defense helps expedite a trial because defendants asserting it need to provide additional discovery to prosecutors raising the defense means that defendants must disclose all communications with their attorneys as the defense waives the attorney-client privilege to do so. So that's where this case is at. It is bad news for Jack Smith and good news for Donald Trump. Thanks to Aileen Cannon. I know this seems trivial. It's not. Little things are big, especially if they can get this thing delayed. It's as good as dismissed.
Yep.
Tell me what you think will happen with this.
Shout out to Doug, man. Shout out to Doug. And like I said, she need to keep on delaying it because at this point, the Democrats, like especially Jack Smith, they just feel like when they say something, it should go right then and there. They don't want them delayed because they know the more Aileen Cannon keep on delaying it, the more is a win for Trump. And then when he become president, all cases are dropped. And see, that's the thing right there. That's the reason why Jack Smith, Fani Willis, all these people is trying to hurry up and get these speedy trials going so they can just try to get off on Donald Trump. And I'm glad that Aileen Cannon and she's doing this. I want her to keep delaying it as much as she wants to. Keep on delaying it. Piss Jack Smith off. She attacked him once again to let him know, hey, you ain't finna come tell me what to do. You ain't finna be trying to see what Donald Trump got going on. Y'all already trying to prosecute him. Y'all trying to get him put in jail. Y'all trying to get him sent in prison. Y'all been doing this all of last year. Coming into the new year, Jack Smith, Fani Willis, Letitia James, all of these corrupt people are still at it. Still trying to find a way to take this man down. And it's just pathetic. They are just freaking delusional. I mean, these are some sick people, man. They wake up every single day and trying to find out a new way to take down Donald Trump. Every single day. These folks can't sleep. They're at home every day thinking about Donald Trump and about what they're going to try to do to him. So like I said, in the whole thing, it seemed like Judge Aileen Cannon is like one of the only fair judges that's being fair about things, other than Judge Engoron, Judge Kaplan. Like all of these other judges, they are against Trump, basically. They don't want to hear what he has to say. All they want to hear is what the other person got to say. Just like Judge Engoron putting gag orders on Donald Trump. What did he tell Trump? I'm not here to hear what you got to say. I'm telling you, boy, these judges are corrupt, and I just can't wait until Donald Trump get out of all this mess and we get the last laugh. Because I'm telling you now, as soon as Donald Trump become president, I am throwing a party. So, like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments section. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And like I said, don't forget to go show Doug some love. I will have the original video in the description, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.